Here are the top 5 things that you may have missed in Tekken 8's story trailer. Finally, after waiting for so long, it's finally here. The story trailer for Tekken 8 was dropped yesterday and it was phenomenal. And if you're like me, then you've watched this trailer multiple times. This is it. This is what we've all been waiting for. The potential end for the Mishima saga. And everyone is here. We've got our favorite characters teaming up to take down Kazuya. So I took the liberty of watching the trailer multiple times, looking for story connections, references to older games. And now I want to share what I found, so let's do it. Number 5, Kazuya's tournament announcement in the arena is a callback to the Tekken animated movie. Now this isn't 100% certain, but it definitely seems like it. If you haven't seen the Tekken animated movie yet, I highly recommend it. But if you have seen this movie, then you know what scene I'm talking about. There is a scene in the movie where Heihachi announces the beginning of the King of Iron Fist tournament, where he's standing above all the competitors and talking to them. It's also the iconic scene where he bites down on a hatchet. When I was watching the story trailer, the second that it showed Kazuya talking to everyone in the arena, this scene immediately came to my mind. Maybe it's just me, but I thought it's interesting how similar the two scenes look. Number 4, Jin versus Jin. Now this is a theory I've had for a while, and in this trailer there's a shot that I think could confirm my suspicions. But right here we see Jin approaching himself in what seems to be some sort of wasteland. But the background setting reminds me of the stage Descent into Subconscious. And this is something I've been talking about for a while, is that I think this stage isn't an actual place, but is in someone's mind. Or perhaps some spiritual plane of some sort. And we see this place first show up in the beginning of the trailer. But it seems that Jin can't turn into his devil form, so I think he's gonna have to battle himself to maybe unlock a new power, or gain his power back. And perhaps this is also the area where he meets with his mother again. But let me elaborate on that. Number 3, June isn't alive. Now I know this doesn't really make sense considering she's a playable character in the game, and we've seen her in trailers. But if I'm not mistaken, and you can all correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, I don't think we've seen her in a story cutscene without it looking like a memory, or in a place that doesn't look like some spiritual realm of some sort. And you can see the chain in the top corner there, so I don't think this is a real place. I think this is still in the mindscape, or the spiritual realm, or wherever this is. I don't think it's a real place on Earth. But we see a bird fly past Jin, dropping a white feather, and this has shown up in past games. But I believe in the story when this happens, Jin gets up, maybe the feather touches the ground, and the land is suddenly healed. Because here we can see him standing in a beautiful field, and his mother is approaching him. So I'm wondering if him seeing her in this game, in the story mode, is on his mind. But her spirit lies with him, and will perhaps help him unlock some sort of new power that'll help him stop Kazuya. Number 2, Kuma stinkin' dies. Obviously I'm exaggerating, but in the trailer for like a split second, you can see that Kuma is hit by something and is set on fire, flying over Law and Paul's head. Now I don't know what's gonna happen in this whole battlefield scene, but I feel like some characters might die. And that would be insane for Bandai Namco to actually do that. Obviously I'd hope not, but let's be honest, Kuma's looking like a fried bear over here. I didn't even think he was in the trailer until I saw that. But that begs another question, whose team is he on? But I'll talk more on that in a future video coming up soon. And finally, number 1, Heihachi's pose. Now it was already confirmed that Heihachi Mishima is dead. He's not coming back. We aren't gonna see him in this story. It'd actually be really cool if we saw a flashback just to see what he'd look like in the T8 engine, but it is what it is. But in this trailer, we see Reina in what looks like to be the arena stage. And if you put this picture with her side by side with Tekken 7's cover art, is there really anything more to say? You gotta love all the nods and references to Heihachi that Reina is bringing to the table here. From her fighting stances to just something like this. What I find interesting is the background of this image though. I wonder if this is where Jin and the rest of the team are gonna meet her. Perhaps this is in the King of the Iron Fist tournament, and when he beats her, he asks her to join the team. But again, that's for another video. Something I'll release later on, giving my story predictions for Tekken 8. But that is gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If there are some details that maybe you found that I didn't, type them in the comments down below. And if you want to chat with me and the boys, feel free to join the Discord. The link will be in this video's description. And I'll see you in the next video.